Welcome to the Author's Edge, where we are answering your burning questions about writing and publishing and building your author brand and making sure that you stand out. I'm your host, Allison Lane, and as always, I'm here to give you clear, actionable advice to move your book and your career forward. Every Thursday, we keep it short and sweet with a quick Q&A session to tackle questions you're asking most. Think of this as your weekly energy boost. Cleansing, focused, inspired, you're ready to go. So grab your notebook if you're taking notes, or keep your hands on the wheel if you're driving. I don't know your life. We're ready for you. Here's this week's question. How big does my platform or audience need to be to get my book published? This is such a loaded question because the term platform means something different to everyone. So let's just start there. A platform is, in the olden days, all it meant was number of audience. How many people are already following you or on your email list, following you on social. So it was literally a number and only a number. Today, platform really should mean and does mean how discoverable are you? Are you visible to the people your book will serve or will entertain or will inspire? Being where your audience already is matters more than a number. It's not just about having a large following, but being accessible and visible to the people who are eager for your message. They're already looking for you. We've talked about this. Getting interest from an agent and a publisher is absolutely different than getting interest and acceptance from getting your research funded. In academic circles, you write a thesis and you present it in hopes to get your research funded. But the research funding is presented based on the merits of your thesis. That is not the criteria in publishing, because publishing is a business. They look at your book or your book pitch as a product, and they're not looking at your book and the contents of it based on the merits of your message. If there's not an audience for it, they could agree personally, wow, that's a really great idea. I'd love to see somebody write a book about that. But what they really mean is, I would like someone to show that there's an audience for that so that we can publish that book. That is the super truth about it. It is unfortunate. So when people say, oh, I found an agent who really connects with my book, they might, but they're not going to sign you as a client unless they see an opportunity for a sale. So if you're hearing rejections or just crickets from agents or publishers, or rejections that say, I love this message, I'm just not sure how to sell it, that's proof that the criteria for getting an agent or a publisher, it does not include the merits and the value of your message. It is a business. And that means it's just up to us to market your book pitch so that it sells. And there's always a way. There's not one single perfect way to create an effective pitch. That's the best news that I'm going to give you. It's not about one number of a platform or how many people are on your email list or how many followers you have on Instagram. There's no magic number, because there's a lot of hoo-ha and smoke and mirrors that goes into numbers. You could have a huge number, but very low engagement. You could have a lower number and have super high engagement. You could not be on social and still get an agent and a publisher interested in you because you're so visible to a very eager group of readers who they know will buy your book. And it's your job to show that that audience exists and you have easy access to them. So if you're looking to pitch your book and you're thinking, well, I'll wait. I've been told that I need to spend 3 or 4 years building my brand so that my platform can build. That is hoo-ha. That is hoo-ha. That is an old-fashioned way to look at marketing. And coming from a big brand marketer, there's a reason why companies have to show earnings every quarter, and that they don't hang their head and say, well, we just couldn't find an audience for this product, so I guess we'll go and build some more ideas and come back to it 3 years from now. Companies don't do that. You don't have to do that. This is about positioning yourself as the leader with the message that you know is needed in the world. And you can do it. You're a leader. You're an expert. You're a memoirist with a very impactful message and an audience who needs it. This is nonfiction, people. You have to be your very best marketer because the publisher markets the book. They don't market you. And you have to show that that book has an audience waiting, which is totally possible. And I know you can do it. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, send me an email, Allison@lanelit, L-I-T, like literature.com, and I will answer it. I'll put it on the list. And tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you? What's your world like? What are you writing? What do you want to write? What is confounding you? I'm here for all of it. But I cannot wait to hear what you do next.